Hello, my name is Crystal Duwali, and I'm here to talk to you about the power of a volunteer. Today we had one of our programs that we have with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension. Gonna pause right there. That's who I work with, and I am the volunteer coordinator. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have a background in health education and promotion. I'm a certified health education specialist, and I'm a certified project manager, and that's my background as well. So that ties in really good with trying to help not create programs, but implement programs where we are educating the public and promoting health. So anyways, we had a program today at our urban farm. It's our urban county farm expo. I always get tongue-tied with those words, but here it is right here. And we are doing that in Dallas County. Here it is right here. So power of a volunteer. Without our volunteers, we would not be able to do any of this. None of this would be possible. And so we really appreciate every single one of our volunteers that come out. Within our extension office, we have different areas. We have Better Living for Texans, we have 4-H, we have family and community health, we have business, economic development. We have all these different areas, right? And within those areas, we have volunteers that help us implement the programs that we are trying to push to the community. Something special is we have a Master Gardener program. That's the volunteers that I have the pleasure of coordinating. And within that, we have over 400 volunteers. And each of these volunteers, they do not hesitate to come together when we need help with a program. Hence, we are doing this Urban County Farm Expo program. We have over 100 kids come out twice a week. Each time we have over 100. So that is what I am here to talk about, the power of a volunteer. Hello, it's me again, and I'm here with
Adriana Olivares.
I'm here with Adriana Olivares. Hey, this is my favorite person here over at the farm, and I'm here with Adriana. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am the urban farming coordinator, and I have been with AgriLife Extension here in Dallas County since November, and I am also a Texas Master Gardener since 2017.
Texas Master Gardener since 2017. So going back to what I was saying, we have so many different Master Gardener volunteers, and they have so many different expertise. So we have our very own urban farm coordinator who is an employee, and then she also specializes as being a Master Gardener volunteer. So we are here, and we had our Urban Farm Expo program going on today. Can you tell us a little bit about the program and what we're kind of doing with that program?
Yes, so we have RB1, which is our urban farm here in Garland, Texas, and the expo is we are following the Path to the Plate, which is an AgriLife Extension curriculum, and we are trying to reach students from limited resource areas so that we can connect agriculture to health and wellness and their everyday lives. And so we're doing that by allowing them to visit our stations, which include an orchard, a vineyard, apiary, a demonstration garden that includes an herb garden, as well as a backyard sized garden, vegetable garden, as well as a native plant area. And so they are going through and they're having activities, they're given a packet so they're able to follow along and work with us. It is TEKS aligned. And so they come out for about 3 hours, and then they also get to have lunch with us and just walk around the entire property, which is about 11 acres, which is quite a bit, and it's a lot for them. And they're learning a lot, and they're getting to experience nature, produce, crops, and entomology that they may not have opportunity to in their own neighborhood or community.
Yes, that's amazing. That's amazing, Miss Adriana. And what is some of the feedback that you're getting from the kids? Are they liking it? Are they like, I don't want to do this again, I want to go home? So what's some of the feedback that you've been receiving from the kiddos?
So I will start with that the herbs are, when they're tasting herbs, because we do want them to taste herbs, we want them to try something different, but herbs are, of course, pretty important to our diet, and so because they season our food, the kids aren't too fond of the herbs because it's just a straight fresh herb that we're growing, and so they're not too fond of that. However, they are excited and they are loving being able to learn about these different crops that we have. So while they may not care for the herbs, they're enjoying the entire experience. And
Let me stop you right there. Wait, Miss Adriana, because so while they're not enjoying the herbs, what was an idea that you implemented today, and what was the feedback that we received off of that?
So after we saw that there was a pattern as far as the opinion on the tasting the herbs, dill. Most people like dill pickles. And so what we did, they were not enjoying the fresh dill. We brought pickles, dill pickle slices, hamburger chips, basically. And so now they are able to try that when they're at the herb station, and the feedback has been pretty amazing. They are loving the pickles. And to quote one student, the pickles were his favorite part of the experience.
Yes, that is amazing. That's what we're here for. We just want to connect those different things with the kids. They may see a herb and say, what is this? But if we can help them to tie it in and say, hey, I'm eating these pickles on a regular, and that is one of the ingredients that I'm learning about. That's what it's all about, right? Teaching the youth for the future tomorrow.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you would like to add on, Miss Adriana?
Well, besides the feedback from the students and they're enjoying it, the teachers are also enjoying it, and they're learning while they're here as well, because like I mentioned, we're following the Path to the Plate curriculum, which is focused on health, wellness. And so they're learning about nutrition labels, because we're covering that with the students as well. It's not just let's come and see what they're growing. Hey, let's look at some products that we normally see on the grocery shelf that we may have at home, and just how healthy is that product? What does it contain? Does it contain tomatoes, carrots, etc.? And so the teachers are learning as well, and they're enjoying the experience.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Adriana. And before we do leave here, I would like to take them over to the hydroponic tower, and for you just to give them a brief little synopsis of what that is and what that entails.
Okay.
All right, so we are over here, and this is our
tower, which, if you have
It's
limited,
been a long day, as you can tell.
Yes.
We've had how many kids come out?
Today, about 118. So yes, and it, let's see, okay, so let's just say you have limited growing space. Let's just say that you don't have the manpower to actually keep up with a garden, an in-ground garden. This is an option. So you have this tower, and basically, very, very simple. You have basically your reservoir here for the water. What happens is, so you plant these little cells, basically, these little baskets. You plant these little pods. You start the plants outside just in a regular cell kind of growing kit. Then you add them to the basket. The water recirculates. And so it's essentially coming up the tower and then raining behind the bottom of these little cells. And so you have your lights here, which since they're clearly indoors and not outdoors, this provides sufficient light for them to grow. And so these we just put in yesterday, so they are still very young. However, just 5 days ago, this here literally looked like a bush, because we had leaf lettuce, we had basil, and so this essentially it allows you to grow greens and crops that you wouldn't normally get to during the winter season or the cold season year round. And so you may be able to hear the water now. That is the water now starting. It's on a timer, and so it's recirculating. And so in a few weeks, we will have lettuce. We have bok choy here, as well as, a couple of different, and arugula.
I'll be sure to show you all these as they come into fruitation. But if you're in the comments, please remind me, because sometimes I can forget. Well, that's it. Thank you so much, Miss Adriana, and she will be featured again.
Thank you.
All right. Hello, my name is Crystal, and I am here with
Sandy Means.
I'm here with Sandy Means, and Miss Sandy Means, what organization or volunteer organization are you under?
Dallas County Master Gardeners.
Dallas County Master Gardeners. Can you tell me a little bit about the Dallas County Master Gardeners?
It's a great organization. I think we're the largest in Texas, and we all like to garden.
Absolutely. So it is the largest volunteer organization. I'm not going to say in Texas, because then somebody's going to fact check me. But I will say under our AgriLife Extension program, it is the largest volunteer group with over 400 volunteers. And I started here a little over a year ago, and Miss Sandy has been amazing. From the time I started, she was here to help me with programs, jump right in. She's an amazing planner. What else, Miss Sandy?
I just enjoy planning things like this, education and teaching children and having a good time.
Having a good time. Speaking of teaching children, we are here at the Garland, in our Garland District 1 office, and we're doing the Urban Farm
Expo.
Urban Farm Expo. And so what we're doing is we bus out children from around Dallas County and surrounding areas, and then we teach them about different things with the Urban Farm. And so, Miss Sandy, what was I going to ask?
They love it.
They love
Kids,
it?
We have all kinds of activities, hands-on activities for them. They talk about tomatoes. They learn how to draw a grape bunch. They taste and sample different foods throughout, and we have a cooking demonstration for them as well.
Yeah, we can actually take them over to see our cooking demonstration. So right now we have been doing the carrot crunch demonstration. Come with me, Miss Sandy. Let's show them that. So here is the carrot crunch that was created for the kids. So this is what they'll be sampling, and then they'll have a live demonstration over here. We have our Better Living for Texans agent, and we have...
I'm an intern. So.
An intern. Yep, we have intern Cassidy.
Intern have a name, yeah.
So just a little bit of what we'll be doing here in this area. And then Miss Sandy, can you give me a little bit about your background? Because it's amazing to see that our volunteers, they come here and they volunteer as master gardeners and do these different programs educating, but it's amazing to hear their backgrounds. They come from all different backgrounds that help us do what we do. So can you tell me a little bit about your background?
I was the chief operating officer at the largest advertising agency in Dallas, Tracy Locke, and we did a lot of events and event planning and all that, so it comes in handy in the garden.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you so much for you do as a volunteer, Miss Sandy, and we really appreciate you. And I hope that we can continue to work together for a very long time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Speaking of our kids are showing up here. I'm gonna try.
Okay. We can go ahead and bring them in.
We have charter buses that we bus them in on, and we'll continue because it's time to get to work. Okay. Hey, it is me again, and I am here with
Kristen Colbert.
I'm here with Kristen Colbert.
I am a 2025 Dallas County Master Gardener intern.
Did you hear that? She is an intern. She is in the process of becoming a certified master gardener. How many classes do you have left? One class. So we're at the end, and then she will officially be
A Dallas County Master Gardener.
Dallas County Master Gardener. And if you're interested in learning what that is, go ahead and comment and I'll tell you about it. Anyway, so I'm here with Kristen Colbert. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself outside of the program?
Outside of the program, I'm a mother of four. That's the most important thing, which is why we are here feeding our family proper foods and learning how to be more nutritious for them. But I'm a United States Army veteran. I'm a prior teacher, high school, special education, inclusion support, and a wife as well, but a child of God, most importantly. But yeah, that's a little bit about my background.
A little bit about her background. So this is actually your first time at the Urban Farm Expo.
Yes.
Yes, Kristen was out here at the vineyard and she jumped right on in, and we are so grateful. Will you be back? Boots on the
next week.
On the ground. You be back next week?
Next week.
All right. So what was some of the things that you saw today that you enjoyed with the kids?
The diversity, number one. I love the fact that kids from urban indigenous backgrounds come into a place that is sometimes out of far reach for them, but it's not just kids of a particular race or color. It's all kids that wouldn't necessarily have the opportunities to be able to see what healthy foods are, and taking this information back to their parents, because what are kids? They're the seeds that sow inside of us. So they're the ones that go and see these things and come and bug us about wanting to do it. That's how we get jumped on board behind doing things for our children, is they're interested in it. So a program like this, with seeing kids of all backgrounds being able to say, man, I ate a tomato today. I didn't realize dill in the garden was like the dill pickle that I ate today. It was bees. Well, I was taking a group out to the apiary and walking the group back, and a little girl said, I love the bees. They were awesome. I didn't realize so much about the bees.
Wow.
So it's just their excitement to learn about urban farming and gardening was amazing.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming and being a part of that experience and making that a amazing experience for the kids. Is there anything
They made it
else?
for me.
Oh, that is so sweet. This is what we're here for. This is our purpose. I mean, and I hope that we continue to reach as many kids as we are able to. Is there anything else you would like to say in closing?
In closing, if you are on a fast track to convenience, stop and think about what you're being convenienced in. Pick up a vegetable, pick up a herb, pick up a root, pick up honey, pick up something in a sense that feeds your body. Don't go eat to eat. Feed your body, because it's what's
You only get one body.
You get one body, if you're lucky. So feed it right.
Yes. Well, okay, so this is Kristen Colbert, and again, thank you so much, and you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Here we have our wonderful volunteers and some of our AgriLife Extension employees and volunteers, including our Master Gardeners, our Master Naturalists, and our Master Wellness volunteers. Here we have a wonderful group of kiddos who participated in our program that day. Look at them. They are all smiles, and they took home plenty of knowledge. They had fun, and they'll be able to go share that with their guardians. This activity right here has just been a fan favorite. The kids love this activity once they see the final product of drawing the grapes and how that ties into the urban farm setting. And then if you see our vineyard in the back, just amazing. Here we have the amazing Miss Lisa. She is the leader in charge of our veggie garden as well as our demo garden in the front. She is instrumental in all things for our veggie farm. She helps us grow produce, which that produce in turn gets harvested and go to different areas of the North Texas Food Bank. And she is a key volunteer to making sure that our garden, our veggie garden, looks up to par so that we can in turn bring people out there, whether it's youth at this time for this program, as well as adults, teaching them how they can create a sustainable urban veggie garden in their own backyard. So rain or shine, our programs must go on. So this is just some of our volunteers where they're set up inside for our rain days, because as you know, in the area that we're located, rain comes at any time of the week. So we are ready and prepared to go because we must educate our children. We must make sure they have an amazing time. And this is the best field trip.
We'll miss you. See you tomorrow.
So to our volunteers, we thank you. We're grateful, and there would be no us without you.